Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to podcast number 218. My name is Dina. You can find me at The Knitting Place on Instagram, Ravelry, and Facebook.
And I am Pam Sap on Instagram and Ravelry, and Pam Sapienza on Facebook. How are you, Dina?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
We're not as chipper as we were last week.
No.
I know. Well, listen. Well, you tell them, Dina.
I was going to save it for the end of the episode, but maybe I'll just share it at the beginning of the episode.
I think you should.
I got that call. The one that I didn't want to get.
Well, it was inevitable, you knew, but...
I knew it was going to come, but it was a difficult phone call. I am sad to share that Rose passed away this morning. She passed peacefully. She lived a long, beautiful life.
Nonetheless, we miss Rose.
Yes.
She's very special to us. To you especially.
Yes. I don't think, I wouldn't be here today with the Knitting Place if it wasn't for Rose.
If it wasn't for Rose, yeah.
If it wasn't for her encouragement, her support, her...
just being here. She was a great inspiration.
Everything.
Right.
She walked me through every trial and tribulation for the longest time, and I will forever be grateful.
To our Rose.
Yeah. Yeah. She used to drink her coffee.
Have her chocolate.
Have her bittersweet chocolate.
Eat a banana.
Bananas.
Yogurt.
I'm going to have all of that. I did have yogurt today.
I had a banana and a yogurt today. I did. We love Rose. And she will be...
forever in our hearts.
Yeah. That's why we have to keep knitting, because that's
for sure.
That's our connection to Rose, right?
Yes.
And especially with you, with how you started the shop.
Yes. She really did give me the encouragement.
Rose was always the person here with those... she'd always come out with things that would just crack you up, too. She always had...
She had these one-liners.
She did. I don't know where she got them from, but she was so funny. And she was... And her coffee candies. She loved her coffee. You have some?
I brought them.
Oh, good. She loved her coffee candies.
I have them in my bag, which is crazy. It's not that I brought them. They were just...
You had them?
Yeah, I had them in my bag. So here. This is for Rose.
Oh, thank you.
Not easy. While I said I'm sorry, obviously, to her daughter, she's like, Dinah, she lived a long, beautiful life. We should all be so lucky. And she's absolutely right.
And it was an easy passing.
113.
Let's just go over it. She was the oldest living person in New York State.
Yes. I think oldest Holocaust survivor.
Mm-hmm. She was the 5th oldest person in the United States.
Yes.
And there was another one in there, too.
Hold on. I'm going to get it. Not
sad.
easy.
It's very sad.
Not easy. Okay. I should know this by heart. She was the 25th oldest person in the world. The oldest living Holocaust...
How oldest in the world? 25th?
25th oldest in the entire world. She was the oldest living Holocaust survivor. Oma credited her long life to dark chocolate, great children, and waking up with a purpose. She always said, don't sweat the small stuff. Absolutely. And my personal favorite, and we've mentioned this so many times, you have 2 ears for a reason. It goes in one ear and out the other. This is her granddaughter's post. She will always be Gina's Oma, but she was truly the people's Oma. I can certainly say she was my Oma, too.
She was your kid's Oma.
Yes. And basically have a piece of dark chocolate in her memory. Here's a cute picture. This is Rose.
In the shop.
I think that was her 100th birthday.
Yeah, I remember
We
that.
celebrated, and
Had a great party that time.
Yes,
right?
we had a beautiful party.
Do you remember for her 100th birthday, she took a cruise with her family? She went on a cruise with her family. You went on it.
I went.
Did you go on it too?
I think that was her 95th She did another cruise.
She did do one for 100th.
Yeah.
We had on the 95th, is that right?
Was it 95 or 90?
Whatever.
I don't even remember anymore.
You had the cards with her face on it.
Yes, yes.
I remember
we
that.
had so much fun. We had chocolate martinis at the bar. It was great.
And the amazing thing
she
is...
loved anything chocolate.
We have people who still remember going to her yarn shop in Queens. Maybe they went when they were kids.
They went with their mother.
With their moms.
Marilyn.
Right. And those were the days when Rose would write the pattern out. Right?
Yes.
And
she taught me how to write patterns.
Right.
That's how I know how to write.
From Rose, right?
From Rose. Like I could look at a sweater and write the directions
right.
and come up with a pattern because of Rose.
There you go.
It's incredible.
So,
anyway.
Always in our hearts, as they say, right?
Yes.
Is Rose.
Okay.
So now.
She would want the show to go on.
Yeah, she'd say, come on, guys, get with it.
So let's get with it.
We will. So
how was your week?
My week was crazy. The kids were here. I was watching them. I had them with me for 6 days. So it was very intense, but of course, lovely. And we had a great time.
I was fortunate enough to see them. I really missed them.
Yeah.
I had fun.
You spent some. Dinah gifted Lucy and Olive each a hat.
But it was more than the hat. We played hide and go seek here
played.
in the shop. We played hot and cold. I watched Reese dance.
Yeah, he was dancing to that song. Whatever
APT. You ready?
Yeah.
Who has heard of that song?
They all knew it.
Apata.
Appetite. Well, it was nonsense words.
Apata.
It had a beat.
And he just started bouncing. Like he just knew the song. It was like his face lit up. He's so cute.
Yeah, he really enjoyed that.
So
he likes music. He does. We went to 4-5s last week. I took him to the doctor. We went to 4-5s. Met my daughter there afterwards. I thought I heard something out there. I'm sorry. And they have music playing in the background.
Okay.
And he starts bopping around.
You heard something you liked?
He heard a beat that he enjoyed, I guess, So that was my week. A week filled with kids and fun, but not a lot of knitting. Did not get much done.
That's okay.
But that's okay.
Absolutely.
Go with the flow, right?
Yes.
What about yourself, Dina?
Worked. Had a beautiful weekend. It was jam-packed.
I know you said you went out Saturday night.
Saturday night, we went to Friends for surf and turf. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, it was so good. Turf. Yeah, it was really. We had slippery tails. Have you ever heard of that?
What is that?
They're these baby lobster tails.
Oh, why are they called slippery? That sounds kind of disgusting.
No,
slippery tails.
Slippery lobster tails.
Really?
I don't know. That's what they called them.
Before.
Then they bought king crab legs.
Oh, those are good too. My mother used to love those.
And we had steak. So now our friends have a fire. So it's funny because I don't know what came first. Did they see my Instagram post or did they just invite us out of the blue?
Right.
Their house, they have a fireplace.
Outside?
No, it's an indoor fireplace, but on the side of the fireplace, they have this little box.
It's like an oven?
No, it's an indoor grill.
Oh, I love that.
So it's attached to their chimney.
Be fabulous. I would love to have something like that.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
In their den, we were cozying up in front of the fireplace. We had, crudité.
What were they broiling?
The steak, the tails, and they steamed the legs. So good. So good. So she said, bring wine and a dessert. So I made those chocolate molten.
You made a chocolate molten?
Yeah, the lava cakes.
Yes. Yeah,
so good.
Yeah. Delicious too.
We got
what could
ice
be
cream.
better than that?
It
sounds like a
decadent meal. It was over the top.
What kind of ice cream did you have?
I did vanilla. And she had fresh raspberries. The raspberries weren't good in the grocery store, but she happened to have them from Costco.
Oh, good.
So we garnished. It was so good.
Good old Costco.
Like chocolate, vanilla, and a raspberry. It's like the perfect bite. And they were like small, so
that's fine.
It was.
It's also nice to have a vanilla ice cream with an affogato. That's good too.
That's also good. And I'm in the mood for
probably stick a raspberry in there too.
Rose had her ice cream too.
She loved her ice cream. Well, we used to bring her ice cream. We'd go visit her. We'd bring ice cream.
Oh my
We'd stop at Haagen-Dazs and get some ice cream.
To have a treat tonight.
Remember that? Yeah. Well, you and I should go out one day and have like a treat. A chocolate and an ice cream.
And a black coffee.
And a black coffee. Gross.
For some reason, she always drank her coffee black.
Well, we used to say with Rose, her whole thing, my mother did this too, is she would have a banana. She'd come with a banana
routine.
or yogurt. And then come 3 o'clock, she'd have a coffee and there'd be some kind of a treat, something. And my mother used to do the same thing. She used to eat all this like little stuff all day, but every night she had that ice cream. Wasn't a night that went by that she didn't eat her ice cream. And why not? You know what? Why not? I used to say to my mother, what difference does it make? I mean, it's not like, there's going to come a point where you're not going to be able to eat ice cream anymore.
Honestly, calcium, go for it. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
How bad can it be?
Anyway, so you did that Saturday.
Yes. Yesterday we went for a drive.
Oh, where'd you go?
We went up to Woodstock.
Oh, nice.
It was one of those.
It was a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day. We got off to a late start. It was annoying. We went up with Tammy and Dawn. Mm-hmm. They wanted to drive in a separate car because they had a stop to make.
Oh, I hate that. I don't like taking two cars.
I mean, really?
So you took 2 cars?
You go on this road. We took 2 cars.
Oh, jeez.
Which is fine. Like, we listened to podcasts or whatever we did.
Right.
I got some knitting done. And then we get into Woodstock. It's late. We have a late lunch. Some of the restaurants weren't necessarily serving.
What time did you get there?
Like about 3.
Oh, okay.
But by the time we were done, because lunch is,
because it's between lunch and dinner. Yeah.
So we hit this restaurant. We have lunch. We get out. She's turning the close sign, and I'm like, goodness, what time is it? And it was already 5 o'clock. I guess we didn't realize we were just sitting and talking.
Sure.
Then we walk into town, and all the shops are closed.
They're all closed. It was too late.
So we literally drove to Woodstock to eat and come back.
You were about 4 hours too late. How long did it take to get to Woodstock?
About 2 hours.
Right.
It wasn't so bad, but when you do all the other stuff in the morning.
Well, that's what happens, That's what happens. Something's got to give.
Yeah.
Right?
I got home. I was just...
You were wiped.
I was wiped from sitting all day. It was annoying. I don't like to do that.
Right. You feel like you're not accomplishing anything.
Yes, it was really annoying.
And then you get home and it's like the end of the day. And
I was spent from what? I don't know. From eating and sitting. It was like... Anyway. Sorry.
What I did last night is I went to... I'm trying to think. Well, I had come to the shop. Remember I told you I was washing some bedding?
Yes.
And then I came to the shop and then I must have been here almost an hour.
Really?
Because I couldn't find the yarn at first.
Oh.
And so I'm looking. And then I left here and I stopped at, what did I stop? Oh, I had steamed for Grace her garden cardigan.
Okay.
So I left it on her doorstep, just left it
sweet.
between the doors. And then I was going to go and get myself a coffee at Starbucks. And I figured I'm going to sit there. But it was already 5 o'clock. I said, I don't have time because I knew I had stuff to do when I went home. So I went and just got one, which was a big mistake because let me tell you.
Why?
I had maybe half of it. And then I got home, and as I usually do, I started doing things, and I forgot about the coffee. And so when did I remember the coffee? At like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Too late to drink coffee.
I did drink it.
You did? Did you sleep okay?
And I went to bed. I couldn't go to sleep. Couldn't go to sleep. I said, that's what I get for doing that. I couldn't go to sleep.
That's late.
So I was wide awake. I could have done something else for another 3 hours. Yeah.
You could have ran a mini.
So that was my day yesterday. But anyway, here we are today. Back to work. Well, for me, it was school vacation last week.
Right. How was it to go back to work today?
Compared to last week, it was easy. But as they say, what do they say? You meant to have kids.
Like,
you meant to have kids when you're young. You could certainly see why.
Yeah.
I mean, you're always on the go. You're always making a meal or doing something with them. Whatever it might be. But but it was fine. It was fine. Work was fine. I said I need to take a day off this week to recuperate. Anyway, and that was it.
Okay.
But now I'm ready to knit.
There you go.
Knit, baby, knit. So what do you got going on, Dina?
Not too much. Why don't you talk about what you're wearing?
I am wearing the shift from Andrea Mowry. This is Dina's shift. It's not my shift. Made out of 3 different colors of spin cycle. You used 3 colors, right?
I did.
Yep. And I think you have in there Cold Comfort.
Cold Comfort, Ghost Ranch, and I want to say Wololo.
You think so? Mm-hmm. There you go. It's this is one of those patterns that will always be popular.
I love it.
See, there you go. I'm going to take it off a minute. Can't really see when I'm wearing it, but there, you see the colors? Isn't that lovely? And that's it. So that's what I am wearing.
I love that piece. I like the shape of it.
Easy to wear.
The
Easy
grid
to
gambit.
wear. Similar silhouette, right?
So, yes. Andrea Mowry has several designs in that same silhouette.
Correct.
She's got the everyday cowl, the inclinations, like all of them. They're all in that shape. In fact, that's her logo.
It's that bandana style.
It's that bandana.
Yeah, she kind of made it popular.
Yeah, it's nice. Definitely a winner. I mean, we are always updating our website, and we usually have kits for that.
Yeah, right. I think we have kits up there now.
I am wearing the new poncho. It's called the Silky Twist Poncho.
We talked about this last week, I think. It was a new pattern coming out from Art Yarns.
Yes. I think I showed... Did I show a picture of it, actually?
You showed it on your phone, I believe. Okay. But now Dina's wearing it.
We have the sample here. And Iris was kind enough to send it.
It takes 2 skeins of the Silky Twist...
Silky Twist 200-gram skein.
200 grams, right.
I'm just going to... We're sold out.
What are you sold out of? That colorway?
Yes. So I have the colors on reorder.
I love that one.
I love this color.
That's beautiful.
I just want to talk about how this is done. So it takes 2 skeins of the 200-gram skeins, and you'll find on the website that it says Silky Twist Poncho. Silky Twist Hoodie takes 1 skein, but it's photographed with 2. The Silky Twist Hoodie, the Silky Twist Hoodie takes 1. The Silky Twist Poncho takes 2. The way Iris knit this piece, she cast on over here, and she worked a rib with the raglan and worked her way down. She worked her skein from light to dark in the first skein. So she cast on here, worked light to dark. When the skein ended, she joined the second skein, and she started with the dark first.
Dark to light.
And worked dark to light. So you see the shading.
She didn't use all of it, though.
No. And then what was left, she went and picked up and did the collar, which is why you get this sequence.
Did she have any yarn left over?
She did. She didn't use all of it.
So if you want to make it longer, you can?
Yes.
Is it one size?
No. It's not. The pattern is free with purchase. I noticed that when we got these new skeins in, her little code is not on here. So if any of you purchase any cowl or poncho from me, I can easily check to see if it was purchased, and I will be happy to send you the patterns. They are free. Iris is very generous, and I just wanted to explain how it's worked, the construction. It's all in one, and then at the very end you pick up and knit this fold over collar, or neckband, I should say. It's a wonderful poncho. It's so easy to wear. It's not
Turn around and see the back.
Voluminous. You know what I mean?
It's very easy to wear.
Very easy to wear. It doesn't feel heavy. It's really nice.
Very nice.
It's nice.
Dina handed me this colorway. I think we showed you this either the last time or the week before. It was a new colorway.
Right.
It's called Transitions.
Yes.
And it's got a little bit of that speckle in there, so you want to open it up and show
we can open it up. So
I think I have to make one of these.
It's such a great,
I really do.
Great poncho.
Question is what color?
This one is a little bit different, as in the colors go from speckle to shading, and you kind of get more of an all-over feel.
So it doesn't make a difference where you start?
On this one, I would probably start where it goes from the caramel, like light to dark, and then go dark to light. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would go from start on this end.
With this end,
right,
here, and then go down
to the dark,
that end, and then go
join
to that
the dark,
end to the
and
light.
then right.
It's pretty.
Yeah, very pretty. I love it. So,
what color are you wearing?
I'm wearing color. I think it's 734. all the colors are on the website. I have a huge order coming in this Thursday.
But they could order it, and if we don't have it,
Absolutely.
We'll just get it from Iris.
You'll get it the following week. Right. Iris is wonderful. She's been very accommodating.
Are there any new colors coming out, or not right now? I do
have new colors coming out.
You do?
Yes. So I guess you'll have to wait and see. And of course, I have this colorway, the 71064. I have the browns. What else is coming in? There's a bunch.
Yeah, it would be pretty. That one I'm making for Patrice, that would be pretty in that too.
That's on order, the 7525.
That would be very pretty.
That was very popular.
I'm wondering, I was just going to ask you a question about that now, Dina. What was I going to ask you about that? I forgot what I was going to say.
On the Instagram Live, I was wearing the purple and yellow colorway.
Oh, my mother, really? Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Your mother loved it?
She knit it for Heidi.
Oh, we did she?
Off. Oh,
really?
My goodness. She loves the color purple. She's going to...
Heidi does. Yeah, that'd be lovely.
She's going to be so happy. Let me see if I could find... Here it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Did Mom knit it?
Yes, she did.
Now, is that's the cowl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
There it is. Purple, yellow, and a little bit of the light blue.
Mm-hmm. Very pretty.
Yes.
So that is what Dina is wearing.
Yes. So please go to town, have fun.
I was going to say, you may have it. Maybe you bought a skein because you wanted to make the hoodie, and you say, you know what? I think I'm going to get another skein. I'll make the poncho instead. So you
I have a lot of people who bought the second skein, and in fact, I know in the beginning, before I had it listed as a separate line item, I called the people who bought one skein after I went live because I wanted to make sure they knew.
Right.
Did you want the hoodie or did you want the poncho?
Right.
I also promoted your split decision.
Oh, right?
Yes,
did you really?
Yes, on Friday because we knit that too.
Thank you, Dina.
You're so welcome. Whips.
You have more than me, so why don't you go first?
I have a bunch. Okay. So I'll start with this one. And then I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I did a story, a convoluted story with like a math equation. I traded in, well, first let me show you what I have. This is my Jethro. Last week, in case you didn't watch our podcast, I was saying that I'm declaring this year as my year of the whip. That is my zodiac year. I would really, really love to, let me just put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I would really love to finish a bunch of languishing whips. I don't know how many I'll get done.
One at a time.
Right. My goal is to try to get one per month. So if I can get 12 languishing whips,
then you'll be ahead of the game.
I will be so happy. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't necessarily mean a whip that, it could be a whip that's from a knit along. It could be any whip.
Anything that you've started that you just never finished.
Yeah. Exactly. So here's my Jethro, and last week I was working on the sleeve, and I basically finished it, and I need to bind off. Yet, I'm not sure if I want to add length or not. I did give it a little bit of steam.
Did you try it on?
I did.
And how does it?
It's perfect.
Okay.
It's really, here, I could probably slip it on. It's perfect. I just didn't bind it off yet.
You weren't sure yet?
Yeah, I think I'm okay with it. Here, tell me what you think. Ooh, Pam, I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
Goodness.
It is a drop shoulder on this.
Yeah.
You don't have the collar. Oh, yeah, you're fine. You don't think you need any more.
So I've got a little bit of blousing.
And then that's not, you can even wet block it. I wet blocked mine, and I'm sure that it would. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine, Dina.
So I think I'm good.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe this would be my finished object for the month of February because I was going gusto.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wow, there's 6 more days left.
She said, I still have a lot to do.
I have a sleeve, a neckband,
and a bottom band.
Border.
Yeah.
a bottom ribbing, and I'm thinking, let me take out my Lin-Lin. And then I did the math.
You were so much closer on Lin-Lin. Right?
I had 20 rows, let's say 22 rows to do, because it's the full border. Then you have an additional row, and then you have the bind off. I'm like, if I do 4 rows a day,
I can get it done.
I'll finish it before the end of the month. So I switched over. This will be my
March,
FO
for your March.
for March.
But didn't you in January also finish the socks for Zach in January? Wasn't that January?
Well, those are done, but I didn't weave in the ends. I did call them an FO, but I didn't weave in the ends.
What was your FO for January?
The garden cardigan.
That's right. Well, so it'd be an extra one.
That was garden.
You could weave in the socks and make it another month going down the road.
No, I feel like we checked that off the box. So here I am, being that we were in the car yesterday for too many hours. I got quite far.
Now, you see, I would get so nauseous doing that.
I can't read.
No, I couldn't
knit.
do that either.
It's the most bizarre thing.
Really?
Because you're still looking down.
It's funny, we were on the train the other day, and Lucy said to me, I said, oh, Lucy, look out the window. She said, I can't look out the window. I get sick when I look out the window.
That's so funny.
Because she does get motions in the car. And I thought to myself, well, but looking out the window, to me, would be fine, rather than focusing down on something.
But you're seeing things move. I think if you look at the horizon straight ahead
and don't look
you'd be okay. But
right.
not when things are...
So she's explaining to me why she can't.
That's cute.
She
can't look out
she
the
does
window.
get car sick. She does get car sick.
This is my Lin-Lin.
This is the top?
The top. This is Lovey and Rose.
We
love
have that color.
A new delivery in from Madeline Tosh, so I can restock the colors. Believe it or not, I'm on the bind off.
Look at that, guys.
So... it's quite a beast of a bind off.
Now I have one of these too, but I'm like up here.
I'm right here. So
lovely, Dina.
Yeah, I hope. I mean, you'll see it next week. But I feel good.
You get it done, and you give that a nice blocking too.
Yeah. Well, so this is the thing.
No,
I want to. You are supposed to aggressively block it. However. I really like the texture of this down here.
Well, at least give it a steam.
If I open it too much, if I block this out, I don't want that to be flat. That's going to get flat anyway.
Do you want this to be?
I like the texture.
Or are you talking about this?
This I want to open up. Okay. But I like the texture of this being...
So open the top, but don't open that and see what you get.
And then eventually...
You know, better to give less, you can always give more.
Yes.
If you give too much, you can't change that, right? Right. Very good, Dina.
So... let's see. Jethro, designed by
what's her name?
Tanis Lavallee. It's Tanis Fiber Arts.
Fiber Arts, yeah.
This is by Yoko Johnson. This is Lin-Lin. So Lin-Lin, designed by Yoko Johnson. Great pattern. We did a knit along, actually in both. A crochet along, and this was a knit along. So those are 2-ips. You want to do something?
Show one of mine?
Sure. Put this part
well, let's change it up a little bit and see what we have here. The other day, Dina and I spent time. Dina was kind enough to talk about math and stuff. Because of the construction of the piece, it was more difficult to figure out where you were. But it was particularly difficult to figure out where you were because I put it down. How long ago?
Well, they don't know what you're talking about.
Letho. I put my Letho down.
I don't recall when we did Letho.
2 years ago.
Was it really?
I could look it up on my phone. Here, is this the finished side? This is the finished side. The piece is constructed from the sleeve. It goes up to the arm, and then it goes back and front, and it does some neck shaping, and it has a mosaic chart in the back.
We did this 2022.
Yeah, 3 years ago. So is it no wonder that I did? I mean, I couldn't even remember what size I made. And that is the back. So what will happen is you'll do a mirrored image for the other side. This would be my my left sleeve, my left front and back to the middle, and this is my other side. Is my right sleeve, and you can see. You want to hold that down, and you can see that this is. I'm in the middle of doing that as well. So once this is done, which is not that much more to do,
No.
I will then do a band in the front and a band on the bottom, right? Isn't that what's next? The bottom band and
You have to join the back with the 3 needle bind off.
Right.
Shape the 2 fronts.
Right.
But that'll happen right away.
Right.
And then, shawl collar on the you're really in the home stretch.
So
this is like your Letho is like my Jethro.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's pretty much.
And this is such a great piece. Dinah and I, this is one of the first knit-alongs that we did.
Yes.
Right? It really was.
With the zipper.
Yeah, with the
Show
zipper.
them.
Yeah. So I took it out on the other side, but there was a technique that she called it the zipper. This is
You unravel it like a zipper. It's
exactly.
Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
You have this crocheted chain, and somehow you unravel that and you're in one piece. It's brilliant how it works out. I love it. It's a great pattern.
Right. So anyway, it's from Moonstruck, yes, Natasja Hornby, one of her great, amazing patterns. And this was yarn that I initially got to make a sweater for my son. And I changed it. Well, it was a long story, but I changed it up. And I had the yarn, so I said, you know what? I like that. I'm going to make it out of that. What color is the band? Is the band?
Main color.
It's this color.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't use these colors anymore for anything.
No, you do. You use it around the...
I do use it around the band then. Okay, so there you go.
And it's also on the back.
So that is my Letho. So now I am set. I know what size I'm making, and I hope I know what I'm doing. I hope I wrote it down on that band we had the other day.
You did.
Anyway, so this is going to be picked up. It's straightforward knitting, I think, at this point.
I am participating in a new test knit for Natasja. I decided to...
Oh, you did it. How did that come out? We talked about this the other day.
I decided to participate in her test knit for a project called
We
Sylven.
showed it. Did we show it last week?
I don't know that we did.
We did.
Yeah?
Yes, we did. We talked about it. We brought it up on my phone.
Maybe.
The tea.
So here it is.
Summer tea.
It's a summer tea, so I'm excited. Do you want to just hold?
Sure. We hold this so you don't lose.
End.
Oops, you don't lose your stitches.
It's an interesting construction. You start in the back. You have short rows. You have a sloped edge, and you have this linear stitch. And I'm using Rowan Glacé cotton. So believe it or not, it's 100% cotton.
And it's a DK weight yarn. Am I right?
Yes, it's DK weight, and it's giving me the gauge that I need. I don't usually knit in 100% cotton, but I have to say, I'm liking it.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
I'm liking it.
There you go.
So that's it. Rowan cotton
What's the pattern called?
Sylven. Sylven.
V-E-N.
V-E-N.
Sylven. Okay.
Sylven.
Nice.
So follow Natasja Moonstruck Knits. You can get a sneak peek, and stay tuned. That pattern will be out shortly.
Okay, so this you've seen. I'll just show you an update. Again, I didn't get a chance to do too much on it. And today, I will say, is Patrice's birthday. So,
did you send her a picture?
No,
you should send her like a...
She saw the one that I took when I was in the city the last time. But again, you can see I didn't
get how gorgeous.
That much farther, but I did get farther.
You got into the darker color.
I got into the darker color. Let me just pick this stitch up. And, I mean, this is just fun knitting. It really is. That's why I would love to make that poncho you're wearing. Okay.
I love this yarn.
And here you go. So there it is.
That's color. That's the Silky Twist Hoodie. It's 1 200-gram skein. It's designed by Iris Schreier, as well as the poncho. So here I am wearing the Silky Twist Poncho, which takes 2 skeins. The Silky Twist Hoodie takes 1.
This is what I'm up to now.
That's color 75-25. Now, that would make a gorgeous poncho as well.
Poncho. Can you imagine starting this, going to the dark, and then the dark
gorgeous
to the light?
Absolutely. That's beautiful. Stunning.
Yeah, that would be a beautiful poncho. Yep. So
I think a few people
ordered that.
Yes,
for the poncho.
But one for the hoodie, 2 for the hoodie, and 1 for the poncho, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a great colorway.
Yeah.
And, Patrice, my friend Patrice, loves her teals and turquoises and
She's
blues.
going to be so happy.
And so she's definitely a water person, and she'll definitely love that. So hopefully by next week
You'll be done with that.
I'll have it done. It just depends.
Although
we are beginning the Zoom, the knit along.
Yes,
so we
for
have
tomorrow.
that to do, yeah. Anyway.
For those of you who have signed up for our Alpine Bloom, the Facebook page is up. The Zoom link is posted. Tomorrow, all you have to do is go into the Facebook group, click on the link. The passcode is there. It's not too late to join. If you see this podcast on the weekend and you decide you want to stash dive or buy a kit, you can always join a week later or at your leisure, because the posts are always being uploaded and it can be watched at your leisure, so you don't actually have to join live.
Do you show the colors? What are you showing?
I was going to show my other.
Go ahead.
So I'm not sure about the rules on this test knit. I am part of another test knit.
Are you allowed to show it?
I don't know. I'm going to
show it then.
Don't show it.
If you're not sure if you should show it,
I'll show it maybe next week. Let me just confirm.
I would say that. Yeah.
Okay. That's a good idea. I don't want to be in
When in
trouble.
doubt.
I'll just Okay.
Exactly.
So we'll wait.
I'm going to get my other thing. Hold on. I have to get up and get it.
Do you have another?
I just have the colors. My.
Oh, you have another whip.
I do. That.
You started your.
Oh, I didn't really start it. Just cast on. But I'll show you what colors I'm doing in my Alpine Bloom.
Is that what you were asking? If I'm going to show the
Yes,
colors?
I thought you were going to.
Yeah, I have them here.
I'll show you what I selected. Whoops. And these are the colors I picked. I picked something more of a tonal thing. It's not a high contrast. It's Love Note from Soft Rose. Well, the color is Love Note from Ruby and Roses. It's a soft rose base. And I picked Inkling from Dyed in the Wool. And there you go.
Very pretty.
So I have more of this and, of course, more of this. But I'm just showing you one and one. And that's what I am doing for my Alpine Bloom.
So for my Alpine Bloom, I had initially thought I was going to do the Baby Rose colorway.
Yes, the last I saw you had the Baby Rose picked out.
And then, I don't know, we had Ellen and Meryl and I don't know who else was in the shop, and we were messing around with the colors. And you know me, I can't make up my mind. So then...
They're all lovely. They're all nice.
I too wanted a very soft palette. I noticed that I've been knitting a lot of pinks and purples. Again, my Jethro is pink and purple. My new Sylven is purple. I definitely have, I'm a creature of habit.
Yep.
So I decided while we were playing in the shop with other customers, I fell in love with the colorway called Softness by Moondrake.
Yeah.
It's the Pika Pika base, which was the original base that Caitlin Hunter used for her Alpine. And I'm sticking with my pick your poison.
That you've kept consistent.
Yes.
I will say you've kept that.
And I
consistent.
do want that, dusty kind of old vintage
it's
look.
the same value. They have the same value, kind of.
Now I do have to say this is Nebuary. And I might be blending because I have Nebuary at home, left over from my Moon Bumps shawl. And this is a great way if you have little bits and pieces and you feel like you want to spice up your bloom.
Yep.
By all
Especially
means, pull
if
in some colors.
if
they're cohesive, why not?
Together, why not? Absolutely.
So I think...
Is this Pick Your Poison?
It is.
I have one at home.
While I'm going to be using
I'll give you mine.
Pick Your Poison... I might sprinkle in a little bit of this. It goes to like the lavender and the teal, and I think it might just...
I would do it by this. It's funny. It seems like there's more of that in this one. This looks a little darker.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I'm not looking at, at the full skein.
Or I might go light to dark and then sprinkle in a little bit of my...
Right, in between.
Yeah.
When you see the color coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That's what I have. Those are my colors.
And that's committed. What she's doing now.
I'm committed. Class is tomorrow, and I'm going to wind. I don't know if I'll be able to start by tomorrow because I have to edit and stuff. But that's my palette.
There you go.
There. You heard it first. Okay. Shall we start?
With what? With our kits?
With our kits, yes.
Okay, so what do we want to discuss first?
Well,
I think we have it. Do we have a picture? We do have a picture.
it's on the
It's on the table?
Yes. You want to start with that one?
What else do we have?
These two.
Oh, are they pictures both over there for both of them?
I think this is in the light box, or it was.
I'll get it.
So last week, I have to say, Andrea Mowry dropped a new pattern. I don't recall the actual date, but it's called the Thru Lines.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Thru Lines. And I noticed that a lot of people were posting kits for it. And you can't make kits for everything.
Right.
As much as I would love to, we can't. However, I did get a lot of emails, a lot of direct messages on Instagram, and nudges. People wanted to see kits. My locals that came in. So I made kits. It was haphazard. I just happened to do it on Friday. Hold on one second. My daughter's trying to reach me.
Should I show them a picture of it in the meantime?
Yes, please.
This is the pattern that Dina's talking about. It's Thru Lines from Andrea Mowry. It is a one-size scarf. It has a wingspan of 104 inches and a center depth of 20 inches. So it's on the large size, which is why she has it wrapped around her so comfy, cozy in that picture. And it takes 3 colors, 2 solids and a spin cycle, a dyed in the wool, and Dina pulled some beautiful kits for this. So we will show you the kits. It uses a fingering and sport weight is what it says, and really it's kind of straightforward. I don't know if there's what needle. It's on a size 4 needle, so it gives you an idea of what you're. This looks, it's got to be a nice, soft. I know she's got it wrapped around her several times, but because it's fingering and sport, it's got to be a lightweight on a 4 needle.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's definitely lightweight.
But it looks thicker in that picture, doesn't it? Because of the way she's wearing it.
Right. I think it kind of like rolls in a little bit, too, because of the stockinette.
Right.
It's funny because as I was making the kits, I was saying to myself, how many shawls can I make? And then I started pulling the palettes together, and I'm like,
that's what I told Dina. I said, I might have to make one of these.
But I will say my favorite kit sold.
Which was that? And you can't duplicate it?
I'm going to have to reorder.
Let me see.
I think it's worth reordering, but I'll show you guys because it's funny. It's the first one.
That one?
Yes. It's the first one that's showing up on the screen here. Let's see. It's like a camel, the Goldie, and that like UV violet.
Very good.
So good. It's not a Pam kit.
No, it's not a Pam kit, but it's lovely.
I love it. Love it.
What color spin cycle was that?
Goldie.
Oh, Goldie.
So you'll get the Goldie. So the spin cycle basically runs horizontal, and then you get this line that runs through it.
Right.
Or maybe that's
vertically.
the name. Yes. And that would be the UV.
The UV. Yeah. Beautiful.
So anyway.
That's nice. So we're going to show you some kits that Dina had put together, if I can figure out what was what now.
That goes,
love this one. Kit. I love this
So these are a little bit unexpected.
Combos.
It's like a wheat color. This is going to be your spin cycle. Mm-hmm. And then this color runs through it.
Ah, love that.
Gorgeous.
Love this one.
That's a good kit.
It's one of my favorites.
Afternoon Delights. So if you're looking at the kits,
they're
named after the spin cycle color. Right.
This is a hot one. This one is Dark Side.
So the dark side is the horizontal line, and then the black runs through it.
There you go.
Gorgeous.
Very pretty. Let's do this. Oh, this is gorgeous, too. I do like this one as well.
Yes. I knew you'd like this one.
This is Rusted Rainbow.
With this crazy...
I love this color. This is a great color.
That's so good.
I don't know. Have I ever seen that color before?
No, it's a new one. So this is your... Now, there are... If you look at it, you can see a little bit of green running through it. Yeah. This is... look at that.
I love that. I do like this one, too. That's what it should be. It should be fun,
Right. Now, on the flip side, if you wanted to have your shawl in the dark green and have this
pop through it. You could do that.
And then you can have the neon be your through line.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Just say, please reverse it.
Reverse it, absolutely. Want to go this way? Let's make it sideways there.
I'm actually going to move these.
You are.
We're
almost done.
Okay.
I can start putting them back over here. How's that sound? You want to do this one next?
Sure. This next kit is this pretty pink.
And again, fluorite is the spin cycle. Very pretty. For all the pink people that we have, right?
Yes, we have many.
Let's put that back here.
Okay.
Love this one. I love this too.
This is so...
I love this one too.
This is like a rust.
Love
very
this
cool
one.
Color.
Standard blue.
Gorgeous.
I love this one.
And the pop of, is that not...
This is stunning.
So good.
I might have to
This is a home run.
I think I love this one better.
This is so good.
I love this one
Love
too.
this kit.
Yeah. Anyway.
So that's standard blues. Then we have this pretty shade of, this is like a Bordeaux.
Yeah, it is. It is. And that's with standard blues also.
Now notice the difference.
Yep.
The standard blues looks very different than the last one.
It does.
The other one has more rust running through
Yes,
it, and this
it does.
has more of the wine.
There you go.
And then we paired it with this color.
Fabulous.
Yep.
And this is the last one, I believe, right, Dina?
Yes.
I'll give you that. Okay, let's make a switch.
This is like a lilac-y pink.
And this is with Vibe Check and with a navy, a deep,
So
rich
good.
navy. That's gorgeous, too.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It's a good kit.
So, I don't know. I think it's a great scarf.
Should I get the rest?
Oh, there's more? Oh, I'll get them. I'll get them.
I'm going to get them.
I forgot. I thought that was it.
That's okay.
We couldn't fit them all.
There's so many.
You know, you start making the kits, Dina and I. We have one other kit to show you that we were doing. And, you know, we always say, we're just going to do 6. Isn't that what we always say, Dina?
I love this kit.
Let me see. I love this. Is nice, too. Yeah, look at this, guys. It's like a toffee color with Stay Ready and then a cream. Very basic. Very pretty.
I tried to really cover a lot of different palettes.
It's pretty, too. This has a soft blue as the main color. And it has robin's egg as the dyed in the wool. And it's got a beautiful rich teal that goes with it. And Dina has 2 more. I'll grab this. Oh.
This is like a Barbie pink.
Yep. With?
Always Yours.
Oh, look at that. And the black.
And the black.
Lovely.
That's also pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, I went for this beautiful denim blue. It's
denim.
with Valley Girl and the navy.
That's pretty.
That's
For
gorgeous.
everyone who loves the blues.
Blues.
I'm just going to move these back.
So you have quite a few to choose from. If there's a kit that's sold out, I think we sold out. I could probably actually replicate, the Sugar High. That sold right away.
Which one that was.
Let me show you. It was with shades of gray. This one. That's a great kit. Shades of gray, and then I had Sugar High as the pop running through
Let me
it.
see that. Oh, that's a nice one.
Isn't that good?
That's a great kit. That is a
Very
great
good.
kit. Yep.
So that is
Through Lines. Is that what
Through
it's called?
Lines, designed by sorry Pam, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
Designed by Andrea Mowry. Again, here's the pattern. It's great for wrapping around. It's lightweight, and I think it's great. Great little scarf. Next up,
You think we're going to see a Through Lines cowl? Or a Through Lines
cardigan
hat?
or a cardigan,
Yep.
a sweater. I'm sure it'll come back.
Stay tuned. You probably will.
This sweater just dropped. This is Potato Vodka
By Thea Coleman.
by Thea Coleman. What can I tell you about it? It's knit in Harrisville. It's accented with Dream State. It's got 2 pockets, a V-neck, and obviously the 4 buttons. Cute little cardigan with color work in the body, and then the sleeves are solid. I like that.
Very pretty. And if you look through, you're not seeing it on this picture, but this pattern is on the back. It's very striking because then it has the solid sleeve. So this is a nice cardigan too, Dina. That's a very. I wonder what stitch she uses there.
There it is.
You have it on Ravelry? Go to the attributes of the sweater. What does she say?
Adult, bottom up, buttoned, mosaic, ribbed, set in pocket, textured V-neck, and I guess teen.
That is a very cute sweater. I would make that.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, I would do that. That's nice. And go through. You have the pattern here, right? Just move like 2 or 3 pictures over. The next one. No, the next one. The next one. Where is it? She's got a great one of the back. Well, you can't see the whole back there. But look at the back.
Get a close-up of the stitch.
Right. Isn't that lovely? And then you've got the solid sleeve, which I think just looks great. Anyway, so of course we had to do kits for that. We went from 6 kits. I think we made 12 or 13. 13 kits.
We were going small.
Exactly. And I think we sized them through the 3rd size.
Yeah, so with the 3rd size, I think the pattern calls for 800 yards in the main color. 3 skeins of Dream State, which is 450 yards. If you go to the next size, you actually need an additional skein in the Dream State as well as additional skein. And in our case, we use double Sunday, and 1 more skein would get you to the 48.5 inches.
Correct,
I think we did 44.5 inches with the kit that we have.
And if you did a 4th skein of the Dream State, you could go into the next 3 sizes up. If, just so you know. So we're just showing you now, these are not all the skeins, we're just showing you 2 in 1.
The combinations.
This is a beautiful medium blue, and we paired that with Light Years. Isn't that pretty?
So kind of the way it would show up is like this.
Right.
This is the shade of purple, and then you have the vertical stripe of the Dream State.
And again, your sleeves will be the solid color.
Right. So this colorway here is called Big Sky, and that's with a purple. Again, the way you're going to know about these kits, if you
the dyed in the wool color.
The name of the dyed in the wool.
This is lovely. This is Dark Side, is the dyed in the wool, and it's with a really light, beautiful turquoise. A beige with Wololo.
Right.
You have to.
Inspired by the kit that we made for the Grid Gambit.
That's right.
On this
That's
one.
right.
This was so good. Loved it. Next up, you want to show them this one?
Yeah. This is Close Call, and it's with this beautiful, like a darker gray. Very pretty. You can see how lovely that is.
This is another really pretty one. This is called Overboard.
Oh, that is good, yeah.
And we had that with this beautiful dark olive. That's going to be stunning.
Yeah, it's a pretty one.
So you could see why we went to town on all these kits. It's like one was better than the next. We couldn't just stop. This
that
one here.
With the blue, I think.
Yes, it goes with this.
Here you go.
And this one.
This is Sex on the Beach, and that's with this pretty, it's a deeper blue. It's not a navy, but it's a blue. It's not gray. You may think it looks gray, but it's not. It's a blue. Look at the pictures in the website, and you'll get a good representation of the color.
This is black with Always Yours.
Where's the... This is Water Witch, a beautiful color with a nice medium green, darker green. Oh, you've got more down there. This is Afternoon Delight, always a favorite color of mine, and it's with a very soft sagey green. Very pretty. It's a neutral, but yet it's got that green in it, so it really complements the Afternoon Delight, I think. Go ahead, Dina. Look at that one.
Bad Egg, and this is like a dark putty.
Let's go close with that.
Absolutely love this kit.
You see the color in that? Look at that.
Obsessed.
That's beautiful.
Obsessed with this one.
Really, really is lovely.
I mean, I don't know. Even if you're not making this, which one is your favorite kit? I feel like they're all so good.
I even told Dina I like the bad egg there, whatever it's called.
And I would never see you knitting in bed.
I know. This is
a gorgeous
deep bump,
one.
and that is paired with that deep blue. Again, it may look gray, but it is blue. And this is most reminiscent of...
This is the
colorway she did.
She used Miss Me. I don't know, she used Harrisville, which is a different...
Close, though.
Right, a different manufacturer for the main body, but we're using Double Sunday in black, and we use the Miss Me, and that would be pretty much be
similar,
equivalent to Theo Coleman's original palette.
And just so you know, you probably know this, the Double Sunday is a non-superwash.
Which is always nice.
Yep.
Of course, if you have any DK weight yarn, you might have Malbrigo Rios,
maybe not, no.
Tosh DK, and you wanted to use, if you had 800 to 900 yards, or obviously, I'm using that example for our kit size, but if for whatever your stash is, and you need a dream state, by all means give us a call, because we have other colors. We could have continued, but we had to stop.
You can always, curate your own. What else do we have, Dina?
We have an FO.
Oh, look at that.
This is the beautiful Badger in Bloom.
Oh, that's so pretty.
It is Joan. Joan knit this one. She's been knitting up a storm. Isn't this gorgeous? Reuben.
Oh, Joan Reuben. Should have known that.
Gorgeous. This is designed by Anne Ventzel.
What yarn did she use?
She used, I think it's an Echo. I don't know what Iris actually calls it, but it's a merino cashmere, and it's paired with a mohair. And you get this beautiful texture, gauge, halo. It's just stunning.
Very pretty.
Anne Ventzel, reminiscent of our Tanny top.
Yeah, it is.
However, this is with long sleeves, and the stitch work is a little bit different, but same style.
Very pretty.
Love it. I need to make that. And last but
we always
not
like
least,
Badger in Bloom.
we always
like that one.
Last but not least, I do want to show you. This is the diagonal chevron.
We didn't talk about this last week.
Did we?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
If we did, big deal.
If not, if I did, I apologize for repeating myself. This is the diagonal chevron. Maybe I did talk about it. It's being dropped in Clues, and Iris is hosting a Facebook group.
I didn't know that.
Or I should say Ravelry group, and she's giving it to you in sections. So if this is a piece that you are interested in, it takes 3 skeins, unless you're doing a larger size. Iris here adorned it with beaded silken sequins, which you could see at the top.
You don't have to, though, if you don't want to.
An ombre color, which was 1 skein. I think we did talk about this maybe. And then she used 2 different tonals. You are more than welcome to contact me. The possibilities are literally endless.
Of course, yeah. Yep.
So it's hard to necessarily make kits, but we've had a few people use the Neon Sky. I know Marilyn had bought it. I could post her picture on Instagram. She had done it with Neon Sky. I think Patty did it with Neon Sky. And again, it's amazing because no 2 sweaters are alike.
Will be the same, depending on your color. You could even, if you went onto the website and you went to Merino Cloud, you would see
all the different
shades. So you could see what 3 you might consider putting together.
Correct.
So that would be a good place to see it.
Definitely. So beautiful. Again,
is there a time thing like that she's doing this Ravelry thing, or?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But again, the pattern is free. This is not a beginner pattern. So you're basically starting, I think, up here, and this you're establishing. And by the way, this is such a flattering piece, as you can see.
The diagonal,
you get the diagonals,
the way that goes, the lines.
And, it's also interesting to see how the front and back are a little bit different.
Reminds me of the Luminous that we did, doesn't it?
Yep. Very flattering top. So this is called Diagonal Chevron, also by Iris.
There you go.
At Art Yarns. And I think that is it. Oh, gosh. Do you have any other
Well, I'm just going to mention my hat.
Oh, Pam, I'm sorry. That's right.
That's okay. So, listen, long time in coming. I don't know what was wrong with me with this, but it just, you hit a roadblock and you just put it down. It is finally live as of last night on Ravelry.
Congratulations.
I guess I should ask Palm or no Palm. But anyway.
Put it on. Let's see.
I don't know if it
I almost feel like it doesn't require it, but I think it would look pretty with the palm too. You could go either way.
Yeah, you could go either way, right? Anyway, so it's called the Charley Beanie. Charley Beanie, it's on Ravelry, and there you go.
Nice.
And that's it.
What yarn did you use?
I used Aurora 8, which is a lovely worsted weight merino that we used for the city lights, right? What else
did we use? It's a popular yarn.
We used it for something recently.
I used it on my Zigster.
Oh, you Zigster.
It's
yep.
It's a fabulous yarn.
And it's great for hats because, it's 98 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So...
was it just one skein of each?
I used... this was very interesting. I used 1 in 1. Now, it comes in 2 sizes. This is the first size. I used, on the black, all but maybe 2 yards. So... I did write that. I wrote that in the pattern under the notes.
So did you swatch?
I don't want to tell you to take 2 and then you'll say, but I didn't need it.
Did you work a swatch and have waist, or did you unravel your swatch?
No, I had no swatch. I didn't have any waist.
Okay.
So
that's important to note, that if you're a person who likes to swatch, wet block, leave it on the side, a lot of us, when some of my swatches are my coasters.
Correct, of course.
But if you happen to be doing that, you have to take into consideration that you probably would need 2 in 1.
I mean, I had very little of the black left over. So again, if you're concerned, buy that extra skein of black, but or your main color, I should say. So, but I did, full disclosure, I did say that in the pattern. And of course, if you made the next size, it would be 2 in 1.
Nice.
So there you go.
Charley Beanie.
Charley Beanie, inspired by, as many of you told me, it reminded you of Charlie Brown.
Yes.
So hence the name Charley Beanie.
Love it.
It's CHRLEY. It's not CHRLIE.
That's important. Okay.
Which I should have said, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
for sure.
So there you go. And what else do we have? Anything else to talk about? We are coming up with our next knit along.
We're determined to do a cable knit along.
We're going back and forth on a cable pattern.
If you have, and we're looking for, Pam and I have been searching for a T-shirt. Spring is upon us. We would like to do a cable tee. If there's something that is in your queue, if you have a project that's faved, I'm having a hot flash. I think leave us a comment. Let us know what it is that, what you'd like. We were toying with maybe... Is that rickrack?
Rickrack, yeah.
But that's I
don't think it's complicated.
It's not that it's complicated. It's an overall pattern. It's not something that's going to go quickly. I think if you're new to cables, I'm worried that that there's a lot going on. But that's one of the contenders.
I like the Stromboli, but the Stromboli really doesn't, I don't think, have any cables in it.
Cable.
It's a fake cable. I said, shucks,
but
that's my favorite.
We do like that top.
I do like the Stromboli.
There are a couple of tops, I think, by Isabel Kramer. Definitely have a look, please. We're looking for suggestions. Pam and I are still, we're still searching.
And you know what reminded me? I was at church yesterday, and this woman, Carol, who is there, she's a fabulous crocheter and knitter. She's the one that did a lot for them for the holiday fair that they had. And she was away for 3 months. She's from, I don't know if she's from Singapore or she was in Tokyo. She was in Singapore and Hong Kong for like 3 months. And she just arrived back home. And I said, did you make that sweater you're wearing? And
sure
enough, it was a cable. It was a sweater, like a light blue sweater.
Okay.
And it just had cables and cables, and it went down. And it had like, when you do the collar and stockinette, and it like turns under a little bit. And she had that on the sleeves. I said, you made that, didn't you? You could tell. And when I was on the railroad on Saturday, a woman gets on the train. I'm watching her from the platform get on. Fortunately, she didn't come in my direction. She went the other way, and I said she knit her hat and her shawl. She had like a shawl scarf on.
That's so cute.
That definitely is a knitter. If she'd been by me, I would have
questioned her.
Yes, exactly. It's always nice seeing that.
Definitely.
Right?
I can always spot a hand knit.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, so we're definitely looking for cable projects. I mean, I was thinking like we could do my standing wave beanie, but that's a hat. That's
I think
something.
a summer top would be fun.
Yes, I think it's also because it's something that you could just wear.
Exactly.
So leave us a comment. Let us know. We're looking for cable tops, hopefully a tee.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's what we got.
Yep. Our class is tomorrow on the Alpine Bloom. We're excited for that. Oh, I have one more announcement.
What's that? Uh-oh.
The
Hold
petite
on.
lambs will arrive.
Oh, that's right.
For my Xyla shawl. I actually brought it.
You did bring
my
it.
colorway. Yeah, my colorway is in. So I did restock the kit.
For some reason, I'm thinking that your Xyla it's over there, is gold. And it's
Because
not.
Natasja's is gold.
Is that why I'm thinking
Yes.
gold? And I'm looking at that. It's
I
pink.
probably could do another gold kit like Natasja's. So the very dark gray is back in stock. The light gray is back in stock. I can make two kits. I didn't check downstairs if we have more of the hot pink. We probably
I think
do.
you do. I think you do.
Yeah, probably do. So yeah.
You can
Xyla.
have that. You put it on the system, right?
I did. I did.
Yeah.
So this is restocked. And that's it.
There you go.
Now that's all I've got.
Now that's all you've got.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
And we want to say also, we remember a rose,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
I know. How to say it though? You have to remember.
I know. It's funny. When we first started, I wanted to probably share it at the end, and like we started it, and I feel like how you have like the news and they report bad news or sad news, and then they move on to the next like it's nothing.
Yeah.
But it's life. She lived a full life.
Yeah.
I'll be visiting the family this weekend.
Correct.
All right, everyone. Take care.
See you next week.
Enjoy your loved ones.
Yeah.